Hello, everyone. Welcome to CST1201 Java Programming Fundamentals. My name is Jim Sham. I'm your instructor. My email is here, jshan@cdtech.cuny.edu. I have a YouTube channel that I just created. The channel name is Tech Version. I just started by creating sessions for this course, and as we go through the course, I will gradually add more videos for this course. This course is an intensive introduction to computer programming using the Java language. We have a long paragraph here with of a course description and 8 bullet points for course objective. At this point, all these may sound strange and unfamiliar to you, but as we go through the course, you will learn more and more about Java, and eventually you will be able to understand every word of these descriptions and objectives. The prerequisite of this course is introduction to computer system or problem solving with computer programming. And the required material, textbook, is starting out with Java from control structures through objects, 6th edition. Now, there are 2 series in this starting out with Java class book. One is our textbook from control structures through objects. The other is early objects, starting out with Java early objects. And even for this from control structures through objects, there are 7 editions. We will use the 6th edition, not the last one, not the latest, the 7th edition. When you purchase your textbook, make sure you buy the one. This is the textbook we will use from control structures through objects, 6th edition. Okay, remember to buy the one with pineapple on the cover, not the one with bean, with a string bean or with the berries. So course organization. The combination of synchronous and asynchronous activities. We will have a synchronous session on Mondays from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. During that time, we will have lectures, live lectures, discussions, in-class labs, and tests. The tool we use for synchronous activity will either be Blackboard Collaborate Ultra or Zoom. At the point of this recording, CUNY already said we have the possibility of using Zoom, but there's no technical detail yet. So I will keep you updated on the announcement session in Blackboard as soon as the final details are confirmed. Outside of a synchronous session, we also have an asynchronous session where you need to do homework assignments. You can read in the post on the discussion board, and I also have office hours. All learning activities will take place in Blackboard, including announcements, weekly activities, dashboard, homework assignment, and tests. You must have access to Blackboard, which requires your CUNY login account. If you have any issue with Blackboard, here is the student help link. Now let me bring up Blackboard. And how I bring up Blackboard is I usually type cdtech.cuny.edu. Then from quick link, I go to Blackboard, log in, and the course is here. Now this is my instructor's view. For you, student, you should see the student view, which should be like this. We have the announcement, we have the instructor information, you have the email and office hours. And right now, because there's no Zoom information, I put a Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. If we finally decide to use Zoom, then you will see Zoom link here instead. And most relative, and also we have a discussion board. where I created a general discussion forum. You can create a thread and subscribe. And to us, most relevant is the weekly activities, which I will go over in a separate session, right? Class activities will include a lot of things to do. This course is very intense. You need to know this before you even start. This course is one of the most intense course in computer science. You must devote at least 6 to 8 hours every week outside of lecturing time. You need to pay attention to Blackboard announcements. Follow Blackboard weekly activity session, and I will show you later what it is, and you will have a good idea on how much you need to do. You need to participate in live sessions. You need to read the required session, review videos, and complete homework assignment. And when you have questions, raise the questions as soon as you have them. Don't wait until last minute before final. We will use Blackboard discussion board to raise questions. I ask you to use Blackboard discussion first before you email me or join office hour, because first of all, describing the question will help you think through the issue. Once you know what your question is, it may even help you resolve it. And also, posting your questions on discussion board will make sure other people, other students always also see it. They will, if they have the same question, they can participate. If they already know the answer, they can participate. So it will be helpful to the whole class. In addition to discussion, if discussion board is not enough, then I have the office hour, Tuesday 7 to 8 p.m. Other time will be by appointment. The office hour office is in the same Collaborate Ultra session or Zoom session that we will use for class. Again, this will also be announced whenever it's confirmed, finally confirmed. Requests will generally respond within 24 hours. And talking about grading policy, we have 4 parts in our grading. Class participation is 10%, assignments 20%. We have 3 tests, but only 2 best results are used, which consists of 40%. Then we have a final of 30%. For tests, makeup tests are allowed, but only will receive up to 80% of the full score. So if you make a makeup test, if you get 95 in the test, you will only receive 80 for the final grade. Assignments are due before the next class starts. Each assignment submitted on time receives 2 points. And I encourage you to submit your assignment whenever possible, whenever you are done. Even if you make mistakes or if you cannot do it, make sure you write down something, your thoughts, how you think this question is about and how you try to resolve it. There's no penalty for mistakes. I encourage you to make mistakes, just to try your best. But there will be a penalty for late submission. Each late submission before final only receive 1 point. And of course, if you no submission, no point. Attendance policy. CUNY is and I actually get this from the official communication of City Tech. So I'm going to read through it. CUNY is a non-attendance taking institution, and you are not required to take attendance in any CUNY course. Attendance will not be a part of that means attendance will not be part of the grading. But federal regulations concerning the distribution of financial aid state that a student must participate at least once during the first 2 weeks. And for online sessions like ours, simply logging into a course site without active participation is not considered a participation. What is considered active participation? You need to discuss, you need to join discussions and the class hands-on lab and assignments, like as we suggest here. So I will not take attendance, but in each of our weekly session, we have in-class lab, hands-on lab. You have to complete them in order to get participation points. Also, there will be discussions that I will possibly grant some extra points for actively participating in discussion. And here is a letter grade, how each letter is assigned. And in general, I'm going to give a normalized score. I'm going to take the final score and use the second best score as the normalization point. Everybody's score will be divided by the second best score and times 100. Let's say if the second best score is 90 and your score is 81, then your final score will be 81 divided by 90, which will be 90. Okay. I try to do this to avoid to make sure we have a normalized return. Academic integrity policy. It's a long one, but I will read through that per school regulation. Students and all others who work with information, ideas, texts, images, music, inventions, and other intellectual property owe their audience and sources accuracy and honesty in using, crediting, and citing sources. As a community of intellectual and professional workers, the college recognizes its responsibility for providing instruction in information literacy and academic integrity, offering models of good practice and responding vigilantly and appropriately to infractions of academic integrity. Accordingly, academic dishonesty is prohibited in the City University of New York and at the New York City College of Technology, and is punishable by penalties, including failing grades, suspension, and expulsion. The complete text of the college policy on academic integrity may be found in the catalog. And all this long line means one thing: don't cheat. Okay, and we have a general education outcome and assessment, course assessment criteria, and the course schedule. But at this point, all these detailed informations like select structure, control structure may not be familiar to you, but I do encourage you as we go through this course, you need to come back and read through this assessment criteria and the schedule and the education outcome to confirm that you have achieved what is required to achieve.